Can I be real if it's boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. We past the norm, Norman.
What up, dude? It's that nigga mine, man. We about to react to O'Shea Duke Jackson video. Kanye West finally receives his Negro wake-up call. No, I think he received that a long fucking time ago. When he was trying to get in the fashion industry. He figured that shit out a long time ago. When he be talking about them ish people, he figured it out a long time ago. But let's see what O'Shea talking about on this one. What's going on?
Kanye West is back on an apology.
Oh, before we do it, like and subscribe so we can hit that 100K today. Let's get right. Apology tour.
And this time it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Not only is it to the Israelite community or the Jewish community, but also it's to the black community.
Okay.
And I want to read a little bit of this apology. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. I regret and am deeply mortified by actions in that state and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish.
Okay, so I never heard the song. I never seen the video. I'm not too familiar with what's being said. All I know is the name of the song is, I believe, I don't know. What is it? I love, them or something like that. What's Kanye West's latest controversial song title? Hell Hitler. Yeah. Heil. So that's the name of it. I'ma check it out. I'm gonna check the song out. I should do a reaction to it. I don't know if it's gonna be too controversial to react to it. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's already controversial with young boy fans. Them hating when I don't like some of his songs and shit. But let's get right into this. Let's continue.
People. This is a full page placement which was paid in the Wall Street Journal. Now, this is interesting because he basically could have put this particular placement in any other place. New York Times, he could have put it there in BET, any black news website. But he put it in the Wall Street Journal. Now I want to give a shout out to the canary.co. Vanessa Viljoen wrote a very, very good article. I want to give a shout out to her. She says it herself. Kanye West put this placement because the Wall Street Journal is read by investors, executives, advertisers, and institutional decision makers who make up its core readership. These are the people who determine.
Genius. Yes, that's genius. It's kind of genius by Kanye to do that, but they already own it. Like, nigga, you can't fool us.
Whether a public figure remains commercially viable. You also blame his mental health narratives, bipolar, things like this, right? But now I want to focus basically on the black community because Brother Tariq Nasheed would come out and make some really, really interesting points about Kanye West in his situation.
But Kanye has realized he's become a man without a base. He doesn't have a base no more. All those stunts and all that inflammatory talk and trying to court those reactionary crowds. He's ended up basically politically and culturally homeless.
Uh-huh.
The album,
Facts.
Put out an album that didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was independent.
That album flopped. And the thing is, you can't survive as a black artist without a real community base behind you.
Yeah. You fucking up with all communities?
See, you can't float off controversy forever.
Facts. That's facts. I fuck with Kanye though. You know what I'm saying? Musically, he's still fucking amazing. Do I listen to him still? Like, far as music, I still don't listen to him. I still don't listen. I stopped listening to Kanye after Yeezus. I heard Yeezus, I was like, no, I'm good. You know, Yeezus was like, I think Black Skinhead was on there. I was like, he on some other shit on this, you know. It was still cool music. It was just not my type of shit. I like that soulful element of, you know, that he do.
And that's what some of these internet dudes do. They think they just gonna say and do controversial stuff, and that'll get hot for a quick minute. But then you gotta keep doing controversy. You gotta keep doing controversial stuff, and then it gets played. It becomes it looks like a finesse. The shock value wears off, and then you're gonna have to bring some substance.
So this is something that I want to talk about. Many people become MAGA, and again, I'm a registered Republican, but I'm not MAGA, right? I'm a black person that votes on the right, but I'm more culturally Black American, or B1, if anything else, and then I try to resonate with my black audience, whether it be black men or women or whatever. In the case of Kanye West, he is culturally homeless. He did something that so many people do, which is number one, try to chase clout. This is no different than Anton Daniels. It's no different than Tommy Sotomayor, Fresh and Fit. All of these people who, by the way, you know, built some really great audiences with the black community, and then decided that the black community was simply not enough. And instead of engaging in the black grassroots, what they decided to do was to go elsewhere. And when you go out there,
and that's facts. That's facts. That's all facts he's saying right there.
And go elsewhere and become, like more self-sabotaging towards the black community, which we saw,
And that's what I see with the Cartier family too. The young dudes that be up there reacting to music. I'm like, these niggas low key sound like a bunch of raccoons.
Kanye West, with slavery was a choice and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is you alienate your base.
Yeah.
Okay? And when you alienate your base, that has big...
Nigga, that slavery was a choice shit was crazy. But I get what he was trying to say. Like, nigga, we could have fought, whatever the fuck. But nowadays, slavery is a choice. You in mental slavery right now. And you choose to continue to be in that mental enslavement every day. You know, every day you wake up, you just choose to keep the same loops going. But let's go. Same change.
And I've seen many black people do this. I've seen black businesses do it. I've seen content creators do it. And obviously, people just say, I'm just tired of dealing with, the blacks, and I want to go and spread my
black
wings.
Fatigue,
and then at a certain point, going and spreading my wings means I must down my community. I remember Brother Polite would start to do that.
Yeah.
He would start to alienate his base when he started to, get big and go to California.
Yeah, I think he locked up right now.
And he would talk about, New York and black New York in a very negative way. And so what happens is people remember that. Now, we got to understand, as black people, we really don't appreciate what we have. We have all the talent. We have, in the black community alone, so much money. Everything that you want to do can be achieved by black.
And it's crazy. Cause I see here with Brother Polite says controversy. He, in August 2021, Brother Polite was arrested for the alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in Miami, Florida, who was the daughter of a woman he was romantically involved with. Is she arrested though? Oh, it say arrest, but I mean, is he locked up? $7 years and 10 years probation. So, and he been locked up since 2023. Wow. So he be out in like 4 more years. That is crazy. I didn't even know about that. I remember seeing videos with dude. He was saying some deep shit like early in his career, but I stopped listening to him because I don't listen to a motherfucker too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it becomes like like you idolizing them and shit.
Black America alone. But
I do watch a lot of O'Shea
it's a
shit,
problem.
but you know it ain't like that with him, man. You know.
If you are really considered to have roots, are in the black grassroots, and then that seems like you can't be a global phenomenon. So what happens is you see so many celebrities, entertainers try to extend outward to get a more general base, and they believe that, hey, being somebody else and not being who I am is what's going to get me there. When in fact, being who you are is what made you. People chase the clout and don't chase being consistent. All right? And then Tariq would point this out.
You lended them your clout, and it wasn't reciprocal. You didn't get anything out of it. You damaged your career.
Mm-hmm.
See, he confused viral attention with real support.
Facts.
See, them alt-right spaces, they gave Kanye attention, interviews, headlines, outrage, clicks.
Like even music wise, his music is it. That's why I pulled away from fucking with the later music. It don't have that soul or that spirit or the concepts of the first few albums. Obviously he had like a school type of theme for the first three. First three albums. Obviously college dropout, late registration, graduation. He was supposed to continue that series, and obviously mom passed away, and he started Heartbreaks and 808s, and that shit was fire. My Dark Twisted Fantasy, fire. I believe it was Jesus, where I just was like, no, I'm good on Kanye. Like, and I don't remember listening to the whole album, honestly. But, yeah, that's where I kind of last fucked with him at. Like, I kind of listened to, I like that song, the God song that he had made, I forgot the name of it. Like God or something, I forgot the name of it. But, let's continue. We're about to.
But attention, ladies and gentlemen, it is not infrastructure. It doesn't translate to tours. It doesn't translate to ticket sales. That's not fan devotion. And he learned the hard way that being talked about is not the same as being held down. Somebody's really, really, truly supporting you. And all that.
And the thing about Kanye, he fighting to be in the spot. He be fighting to be in the spotlight. Like, why? Why you fight for something where you don't even like motherfuckers taking pictures of you all day? Like, at some point, nigga, you might as well just sit back, nigga, and chill. Like, you dumb rich already? Or is he? You know what I'm saying? Or is all these niggas really broke and they just all facades, making us believe they're actually fucking rich when they broke?
It was a choice stuff. That was him, trying to audition for that Candace.
And I know they got money. I'm just saying, though.
His crowd. Mm-hmm. It was like him signaling to the alt-right that he's going to publicly disrespect black historical reality.
He did say something that is interesting. That Kanye West's last album kind of flopped. You lost your Adidas partnership. Mm-hmm. Your behavior does not translate to ticket sales. It doesn't translate to tours being booked, right? And to be honest, if you look at Tariq, you look at Corey Holcomb, you can look at Dr. Umar Johnson, you can look at Boyce Watkins. Despite what you want to say about any of those four men, they have consistently been able to do something offline, remain relevant, and sell. Okay? All of those people. Corey Holcomb with comedy. Tariq Nasheed with raising money. Dr. Boyce Watkins with the all-black national convention. You look at Dr. Umar Johnson being booked all around the black world and on podcasts. Because being consistent within your niche is better than selling out someplace. This is one of the reasons why when you find Corey Holcomb going live, you're going to get 20,000 live, 15,000 live. And then some of these guys chase views, and they may have a larger audience like Officer Tatum. They got like 4 million followers. But nobody would ever believe that Officer Tatum is on the same level as Corey Holcomb. And so what happens is that you end up chasing clout, but that's not being held down, all right? You end up and then, thinking that you're going someplace, but then you're not. And then what happens is that community can drop you because you don't have anything invested into them as you did in the black community. Now what Kanye West is trying to do is trying to basically come back to the black community, and most of us probably understand that he will go head on and crash out again, but he's not viable anymore.
Yeah.
And it all comes back to being too expensive to deal with. All right? It's all it is. Just too expensive to deal with. Ultimately, that's what it is. He's always been too expensive to deal with. The blacks don't want to deal with you. Now, that's bad when the blacks typically are the most forgiving. Look at Dr. Umar Johnson.
Not even so much the most forgiving, the most welcoming, all that shit, bro. Like, black people are the most of all that shit, man.
All the problems that he's had. If Dr. Umar Johnson was not black American, or historically African American, whatever you want to call him, he would be already canceled. But because Dr. Umar Johnson is black, unapologetically black, that framework that he uses has been consistent, even though his behavior has not. He will always have some level of an opportunity in the black community. And the black community is large.
Yeah.
You gotta start acting like the black community. Black America is large.
Yeah.
The black diaspora is large.
Facts.
It is a heavyweight.
And the nigga could, like, I'm not gonna do that shit, just be talking about black issues all day, because when you focus on a problem all day, you're not working on a solution. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of black issues that be talked about, and just focusing on the issue don't solve it. You know what I'm saying? It's great to have, you know, transparency where people that wouldn't otherwise know what's going on in certain neighborhoods, they have insight, but I don't really be talking about the shit that be going. Like I may do a reaction video and bring it up here and there, but like, no, I don't really speak on that shit, because our people, they're gonna wake up. That's what I speak into the universe. Our people waking up, and that seemed to be the case. Our people waking up.
Okay. You got Black London, you got Black Europe, you got Africa in its own.
Facts.
Black Germany, Black America.
Yeah.
It's so much opportunity
Black
within
Australia.
those things. But then when you become Kanye West and you're close to being 50, you're not being talked about. Time passed you by. People don't want to deal with you because you're
your antics. Yeah.
Because you are a person that can't be counted on to be consistent.
Yeah, like, I mean, consistently. I mean, beat-wise, he always gonna be consistent, but like, yeah, niggas not gonna be fucking with you. You doing all this wild shit. Motherfuckers don't want to be seen with motherfuckers. Just like the Diddy shit. You talking about you like free Diddy and all that shit. Like, what? I mean, that is some outspoken shit. That's kind of different. While the whole world, shunning the nigga, you was like uplifting them. You not kicking them while he down type shit. I can sense that, but still though, that was weird.
The framework is bad. And then let me just say this: nobody wants to hear that. For an example, I'm going through a mental health episode.
Yeah, no one might want
I want to blame it on the mental health episode.
Yeah. And
that's why. So people are going to look at you and say, okay, well, you're having a mental health episode, but you're rich, right?
Yeah. Facts.
You're rich, so there is no reason why you should not have a mental health
Special.
episode. You should be able to do just that. So what's the problem? Why can't you do that? Doesn't make sense. You have a mental health episode. So this is this is
another
what
episode.
talking about. These are the issues. So ultimately, I feel sorry for the guy, but it is what it is. But guys, what do you think it's your boy?
Okay, so it is what it is, man. I wish the best for Kanye, man, but he done a lot of weird shit, been around a lot of weird motherfuckers, and they fucked him up mentally, man. From what I'm looking at, look like they fucked him up a whole lot. So with that being said, like and subscribe so we hit that 100K today. Stay peaceful, productive, and positive. It's that nigga Mine, and much love.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. We past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them when storming, snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm on like E.T., got a phone home past the moon. It's not a movie, I'm about to fly past it soon. Spiritually, I roam alone. Physically, I'm eating off a plastic spoon. Sometimes I get caught in the spirit of the moment.